everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to Legend of Mystics, home of myths and legends. Today is another Tuesday, and here's your video for Tuesday. Today is actually a day I would like to talk about a topic as such, not a story from any myth and mythology. Because what we discuss today, what notions and thoughts we give prominence to today become tomorrow's myths and legends, rightfully or wrongfully so. So this all started today when I binged watched Shadows and Bones, and minor spoiler, the story is an age-old spin on the light versus dark, where, of course, spoiler part here, the light is the good one, the heroes, right? The light side. And the darkness side is called the villain, of course, of course. So that made me think, why is it that all over the world people associate being on the right side with light, or more specifically whiteness, or more even more specifically being the heroes or heroines, the main characters are always, associated with, or almost always associated with, whiteness, lightness, and such. But the bad characters, the villains, the more interesting ones in the story, to be honest, are always dark. I mean, even their names have such disparity. So, the heroine in this is, termed as the Sun Summoner. Woo! The Sun Summoner? What do you mean the Sun Summoner? Like, how is summoning an actual ball of fire such a heroic thing? I'm just kidding, I know. In the context of that story, it is, and all that. And I encourage everyone to watch it. I loved it. But the part that I didn't love, that they nicknamed the villain the Darkling. Now, the Sun Summoner, okay, and the Darkling, like Sun Summoner, and then the Darkling. Really, Sun Summoner, Darkling. You couldn't find a better name. Like, you already were using heretic in the show, and my criticism, I haven't read the books yet, so it's purely based on the show. Why couldn't you call him the Dark Heretic? At least that added more power to the name. But Darkling versus the Sun Summoner. Oh yeah, I'm so scared. But but that's not the issue. The issue is, we as human beings have always had this notion of fear the darkness, being in the light is safe, being in the light is preferable to being in the darkness, when this fear would have made sense if we were, in the prehistoric era, um, trying to survive out in the jungles. But it doesn't make any sense now. Why does darkness always have to be associated with the villain, with bad, with the antagonist of stories? It you might say, oh, Diana, you are saying, making too much out of nothing. You're saying too much for a non-issue, but it really isn't a non-issue. Times have changed, and it's high time that we need to change our thinking too, because I'll tell you what happens. The one with the biggest mic has the biggest broadcasting power, and most people believe him most of the time, or her. So with our media being so whiteness and lightness centered, all sorts of media, be it books, be it movies, be it TV series, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it sends the wrong message because way more than one third of our world's population is dark. So imagine the scenario. I'm Bangladeshi, so this this series is seen, let's say, at home, with me and my parents, it's like subliminal messaging. After watching it, my parents go, "Yeah, see, that's why you shouldn't be dark skinned. You should use more sunscreen or whatever." And these kind of comments go hand in hand with these kind of notions that darkness is destined for villainy. I sincerely hope that in our near future, more people of color come out, more dark, even in people of color, there are stigmas. So a lot of people of color bleach their skin or, wear excessive protection. Like you'll see, if you're in LA and if you're driving, like sometimes you'll see these older Asian, like Korean, Japanese, or Chinese ladies specifically wear face covering, as if like the shield over there wasn't enough, just so while driving they don't get darker, and that is on top of wearing a tons of sunscreen and all that. So, um, whatever the reason to originally think that darkness is to be feared, to be dismissed, to be kept at bay is gone now. And if we're going to truly promote diversity around the world, not only in America, because many people think, oh, we know it's just a story, it's a fantasy story, it doesn't matter. It matters. Fantasies are our imaginations, and what's in our imagination is often sparked with what's in our thoughts, and what's in our thoughts come out in daily life as hate crimes or just all in all evil environments where people walk away from others because of their skin color, because of the so-called darkness that is only supposed to be villainous in fiction and movies and media. So I hope going forward, like that is my takeaway from this, that what we as creative people need to do is promote equality of opportunities when it comes to villains, bad characters, antagonists, and all in all baddies to be of any color, white or dark. So just remember next time that there is no light without darkness, just as there is no darkness without light. One completes the other. If the light didn't cast shadows, then where will we enjoy the cool, dark, warm places to have our cozy rest? And obviously, if darkness didn't create light, like how stars are created, nebulize deep, dark places, condense enough so that it creates enough heat and mass to finally give birth to stars. So yeah, one is incomplete without the other. And that's all I want everybody to remember every time they see a light versus dark or white versus black, you know, scenarios like these in real life or in our media. So, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you next Tuesday. But before you go, remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Also, leave a like. Remember to share this video. And wait for the next video. See you soon. Oh, yeah. Ring the notification bell as well so you can get immediate notifications of when my videos go live or up. Alright? Alright, guys. Bye. See ya.